tracking this storm that just, I feel like we live in a snow globe around here, guys.
You know, one of the things that Pete and I were talking about is like that challenge of trying to figure out what's the new snow, what's the old snow. There's so much on the ground right now, sort of getting those measurements in. But most of our area here in Rhode Island and the southern coast of Massachusetts picking up between, say, 2 and 4 inches of snow.
Exactly, and I was just out there in the Pinpoint weather yard, Michelle, and I found it challenging myself. And I do this for a living. You try to measure the snow, you're trying to figure out, okay, what came last night, what came this morning. Looks like we have about 2 fresh inches out there right now, putting us at around 2.5 to maybe 3 grand total from this storm. But we will be adding to these snowfall totals, especially from the late morning into the afternoon. We're not going to see nonstop heavy snow the entire day, but as we can see on live Pinpoint Doppler 12, there will be times where we get light to moderate bursts of snow.
Now, you know, we've been talking about the duration here of this system, where so many times we get an ocean storm that comes in. We may have 12 hours of intense snowfall. Well, this is drawn out from the weekend, now throughout the day today and even into tonight, though pinpointing the timing now through mid-afternoon is the heaviest of the snowfall, and you can see the darker shades of blue now just off to our north and west. And we've had one batch of heavier snow that moved across Rhode Island and Boston. Poor Boston's been getting hit hard now with more than a foot of snow already at Logan there, compared to our just under 3 inches at TF Green Airport. So big differences in the snowfall totals depending on your location, and big temperature differences too. Fall River's at 23. New Bedford and Taunton in the lower 30s. Right here is where this coastal front has set up, and there's the potential for some heavier snow right along and especially west of that front. So one of the areas that we'll be looking for maybe some enhanced snowfall would be along where that temperature difference is. 19 right now in Providence, 15 Smithfield. Visibility has dropped to under a mile now in the capital city, an indication that the snow has picked up in intensity. We're now to about 1.5 miles in Pawtucket, just 1.25 miles in the Newport area, and under a mile still in Boston. When you add in gusty winds that are between 25 and 35 miles per hour today, it gives us that wind chill, which is running in the single digits, even close to 0 in Smithfield. And at times this morning, we've had the wind chill below 0. Our Threat Tracker Futurecast in the high category throughout the day. We're talking about that snow again continuing to fall. And while it's not particularly heavy at any one point, it'll be tough to keep up with those roadways, so you can expect snow-covered and slick conditions with that light to moderate snow falling through the morning. A little bit of improvement maybe this evening. The most intense part of this will be past us, but we'll see additional snow continuing to fall. Satellite and radar shows it all the way back over much of New York and the central and eastern parts of Pennsylvania. At the coastline, we've had still some mixing, and that will continue. Maybe an icy glaze coating surfaces, which can be very dangerous too to head out and about on. So 9 o'clock this morning, this is showing moderate snow over much of Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. Some intense bands just hovering over the Boston area through the morning and early afternoon. This is at noon today, so the snow continuing to fall into 3 o'clock this afternoon. Then watch what happens past 3. Notice it starts to break up a little bit, so additional snow showers, maybe some small accumulations at that point, but the worst of it should be over with. And then through the nighttime hours, still could see some snow showers, even in a few spots early tomorrow morning before this tapers off and we get back to the sunny skies. So additional snowfall. This is on top of what we already have, about 3 to 6 inches through the daytime today and into tonight. And that's for the Providence area, West and East Bays, Coventry, up into even the Foster area. At the coastline, 1 to 3 inches. Now, there may be a few spots near New Bedford or Fall River that come in slightly higher than those 1 to 3 inch totals. In the Boston area, on top of the 1 foot that's already fallen, they could see an additional almost foot of snow. So 15 to 24 inches in and around the Boston area, much less as you travel down into Providence, 6 to 9, 9 to 12 in between here for, say, Cumberland and Woonsocket. The Attleboro's could be in that 9 to 12 inch range, and 3 to 6 along the Rhode Island coastline. So through the daytime today, expect that light to moderate snow, 2 in the afternoon up to 24, steady snow early, then tapering down to about 17 overnight tonight. 7-day Futurecast. Not going to be too many people happy with this 7-day. 30 degrees on Tuesday, dry Wednesday, Thursday. Here we go with another storm system. Mostly Thursday night into Friday morning with accumulating snow and gusty winds. This looks like a potentially stronger storm system, but shorter duration. So we'll be giving you ideas about what we're expecting in terms of the accumulations here once we get through today's snow, and yet another storm system with bitter cold temperatures for the weekend. Let's go out to Gina for a Jam Cam traffic update.
Well, as you would expect today, you've got to keep your speeds down and use lots of caution. So a quick overview here, 95, 4, 1, 138, all snow covered, icy. You can see some spots of orange, yellow, and red.